How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Monsters. This is Season 3, Episode 18, and this one's entitled Desirable Alien. It originally came out January 27th, 1991, was directed by Bette Gordon, and stars Tony Spiridakis, Wendy A Makkena, Rick Alves, and we have a few special guest stars this time around. The best friend in this episode is played by Guzman. He's been in a lot of things. Recently, he was Gomez Addams on the new Wednesday series, and we also have a quick appearance from Deborah Harry, aka the lead singer from Blondie. So cool to see a couple of fun guest stars as well. But kind of like last week's episode, I feel that this one was okay, but just kind of underwhelming. We get this guy, and he's trying to become a US citizen, but doesn't want to take his physical, and he says he has a deformity under his clothes. Granted, we're watching an episode of Monsters. I think most of us know where this is going. It's going to be some creature effect, right? And in turn, we get why he doesn't want to do this, and we get the agent pursuing him, trying to get this done. And I kept hoping that there was some twist or surprise in here, and that never really panned out. It was very predictable. Even though the ending has a little bit of a different play on it, it still is very much a formulaic story. And also, this story does the irresistible lover trope, where he has this like power over women and they can't resist him. He'll come on very strong, won't give up when they say no, and even though they say no, they really can't resist him at all and will keep going back to him, and it's like a power. It's apparently beyond their control or something. Needless to say, this episode doesn't do the trope the best, and nowadays it reads a little different than it did 34 years ago. Overall, it's not the worst episode ever, but it could have been done better. So we got two kind of so-so episodes in a row. Oh well, Monsters was on a real hot streak this season, but I hope we're not petering down. But anyway, in order to analyze it further, what's the episode about? I'm gonna talk a bit about a few plot points. I'll be avoiding the end bits and I'll try not to do any major spoilers, but from here on out, let's do a bit of a deeper dive. We open up with the main character and Louise Guzman working at this restaurant, and the guy's immigration officer comes in and says, I know you're about to be a citizen, but you never got your physical done, and you have to have that. That's the last step. That's the only thing we need from you. You have to do it. And he says, oh, I thought I didn't have to. Did you talk to the person who was in charge before you? And it turns out the person who was in charge before her was another woman who he got pregnant. It sounds like it's kind of an open secret. Everybody knows it was him, and yeah, I don't quite get, like, how much did the bosses know? Because did the bosses know he was a womanizer and that he got his last caseworker pregnant, and then they still sent in another woman to check on him on her own? I don't think they should have done that. But whatever, she's there, and right off the bat, he comes on really strong, trying to seduce her, and she will shoot him down pretty blatantly, although it's heavily implied that she really is into him and is just trying to resist. Again, it doesn't really read the best. Well, she makes sure he gets his physical, and wouldn't you know it, that's Blondie's cameo. She comes in to do the physical, and he quickly seduces her. Again, it's a pretty small role. Don't expect Blondie in the whole episode. But also, man, the first agent was an attractive woman, and so was the main character, the second agent, and now you're getting a third one. I mean, what are the odds that it would be 3 females in a row, but they're also single and attractive? Yeah, no, we're getting into a bit of unlikely territory just to support the episode's concept. But whatever, the main character, of course, finds out about what happened with the physical and how he slept worked his way around doing it again, and she gets furious and is going to try to confront him about this, and now they're on the war path against each other. Again, because we know we're watching monsters and we know he says he has a deformity, we know in general where this episode's going. I will say the creature itself isn't something I've seen too often in film, so props to that pull, and the final ending was not exactly where I expected them to go with it, so I mean, that's different I guess, but overall it's a predictable episode that didn't really surprise me, and I wished it had something just a little bit more going on with it. Whatever, it's a B-side. Let's hope we get back to some of those classic season 3 episodes in the coming episodes. I think we only have 6 left, so fingers crossed, let's see how the series wraps up. Anyway though, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Monsters playlist. If you guys want to see me talk about the past episodes of the show, and now really almost every episode of the show, almost, we're getting there, you can click right there to see more. Anyway, have a good day. See you guys again very, very soon. Playlist here. Have a good day now.